Today, I'm gonna see if I can repair the dents on the back of my Buick without making them worse. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I have some dents in the back of my Buick where something banged into it a few times. They're kind of small dents. They're kind of dings. Normally you would use something like PDR to try to get those out, but there's really no good way to get in here. And so I thought I would use a dent puller and see if I can pull some of these dents out, make them a little bit more minimal on my own. And I am a little worried about pulling off the paint and not removing the dents at all and just making the whole thing worse. So hopefully that won't happen. All right, so here is the dent before. It actually looks like there are 4 little impact points. 1, 2, 3, and 4 up there. The paint really isn't broken, but they're kind of punched in there and the metal's kind of deformed. So I don't know how well this will work, and I'm really not expecting much, but I would give it a try anyway. And here is the kit I bought, Fix-A-Dent, like Poly Dent. And oh, everything's falling out that way. All right, so what we get here is this little hot glue gun. We also get, looks like 2 sticks of the hot glue. We get the dent puller here. This is the little attachment, so you'll use these. You'll kind of glue these into the dent, and then you will put the post inside of the little grabber here, and then just yank it. These are for bigger, flatter dents, but I have small little dents, so we'll use these. And then you use the slide hammer to pull on that sucker, and hopefully it will make a little bit of an improvement, hopefully. So to assemble this slide hammer, I'm going to screw on this little adapter here. Looks like the narrower end will go on the post, and the weight, as it slides down there, should bang into that. And I'm going to screw the handle into the other end of this. Now I'm going to take the weight and drop it onto the slide hammer itself here. All right, and now we put the spring on this end, and then we screw on the little grabber adapter to the end of the slide hammer. Okay, I've got the little stand attached to the hot glue gun, and I've got it plugged in and a glue stick in there. So I'm gonna let that warm up. It's a hot day though, so I feel like I should just let it sit and it'll melt on its own. Now I'm gonna take these little posts and I'm gonna glue them into each of the little dents before I start pulling on any of them, so I can just go at it. All right, you wanna make sure everything's nice and clean first, and you're gonna use the flat side basically to put the glue on. And I'm just gonna try to push that right onto the spot there. Hold it for a second to let it adhere. Your dent right down here. All right, it's been a couple minutes for them to cool on there. Since this is for no one but myself, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little muscle behind this thing. Came right off. And how about this one? And another attempt. Ooh, that was pretty good. Guess I'm too strong, broke one of them here, but I'm gonna kind of see if I can kind of muscle it a little bit. And it looks like I'm pulling on the metal a little, which is kind of nice. So pretty cool. I clean this up a little bit here because I did 2 pulls with this, and what I realized is that while you can still see it, obviously, what I'm doing here is I'm minimizing it. So my guess is that when you have a dent welder that would like weld into bare metal, you will be able to pull on that until the dent comes out, and then you're going to break those off. On this, it will only pull at maybe, I don't know, 5-10 pounds or something like that. So once you reach that, or once the metal stops responding, you know, the stick is going to break off. And so what you might have to do is you might have to do this 6 or 7 times. So what I would say is that on my 2 quick pulls here, I have minimized this, but I haven't fixed it. So what my guess is, just ballparking, is that 3, 4, 5 more times, and then it would start getting maybe closer to flush. So just kind of something to think about. I think everyone's dent is going to be different. The thickness of the sheet metal, all of that is going to factor in. But if you want to pick up this kit, I think it could definitely save you a little money. Or if you're just trying to minimize the dent too, if you're not too worried about what the final results are, then I think it's for you. So if this will make your life a little better, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.